Well, greetings and welcome to the channel. Today I'm at St Mary's in Purton, which is just outside Swindon in Wiltshire. Now the reason I'm here is because, well, apart from the fact it's a beautiful church, when I started the channel I did a video about Wombrah outside of Swindon, and that was unusual in that it had a tower and a steeple. And as I found out that day, there are only 3 churches in the country that have a tower and steeple. One of the subscribers contacted me to do with that video and told me that he lived in Ormskirk, which is north of Liverpool in Lancashire, and he said their church has a tower and steeple. And I'm intending to visit that at the end of April, so I imagine it may actually go online in May. Anyways, what does that have to do with this church here? Well, I visited here at the end of last year just to take some photographs before I started the channel. And as you can see, with the view of the church that we have from here, it appears to have a steeple on top of the tower. And when I searched for the third church, I think you can probably guess where I'm going with this. It turned out, much to my surprise, that this is indeed the third church with a tower and steeple. When I looked on the church website, there is a drone picture of the church which confirms it to be so. Part of my intention today is to show you the tower and steeple. It's also a very nice church inside with plenty of things to see. So anyway, here we go. The door, I'll lock the door with my finger. It's a keyless car. That's got a larger key than our keyed car, which is a bit bizarre. So as I say, St Mary's Church, Purton. And there's the steeple part of it. You can see the divide. Confirmation, I'll try and get a better view of it from the other side in a minute. Look how that's hollowed out. I used to play tennis out in Purton a few years ago now. I wonder if we can get a suitable vantage point. We can indeed. How lovely it is to bag the second church with the tower and steeple. There looks to be an interesting statue of a monk up here. I'll just zoom into it. Interesting how many graves are actually used as stepping stones in churches. Purton church bins. Right, having circumnavigated the exterior, we're now heading south and see what we may. I didn't notice this last time I was here. There looks to be some faded painting on the exterior of this stone arch that looks to have been repaired over the years. just before the main south porch entrance. It's a double door, get in. What's interesting about this church is it has a mixture of very old artefacts and some modern additions. They've clearly replaced all the pews with flexible seating, comfortable seating as well. The font seems old and quite simple. St Mary's Church, Purton, stained glass. Introduction. The beautiful stained glass windows in St Mary's Church, Purton consist of 7 windows, 6 of which are designed and manufactured by the renowned firm of Clayton and Bell of Regent Street, London. The 7th window is a compilation constructed using medieval glass pieces from windows previously in St Mary's and new pieces to match. To have so many stained glass windows from the same manufacturer in one church is quite unusual, especially as they contain the most exquisite painting and staining and highest level of craftsmanship. Stained glass windows, north elevation, a 3-light window depicting St Paul, Christ and a child, and a bishop as a memorial to the Reverend Richard Garlic Brown, and installed around 1911. South elevation, a 3-light window depicting St Peter, the Good Shepherd, and St John in memory of Richard Garlic and Jane Bathe. East elevation, the 3-light east window depicting the Ascension was installed in 1883. South elevation, a 2-light window depicting St Michael and St Gabriel in memory of Mr John Prower. A 2-light window depicting DVM and St Elizabeth as a memorial to Fanny Sadler and installed around 1879. A 2-light window depicting St Alban and St George as a memorial to Mervyn Prower and installed around 1883. Southern elevation facing south in chapel. A 3-light window constructed using medieval glass pieces from windows previously in St Mary's and new pieces. South elevation facing east in chapel. A 3-light window depicting the risen Christ with 2 Marys and 2 apostles in Mary of Sarah, Elizabeth and Anne Bathe, the daughters of R.G. Bathe and his wife Jane, and installed in 1903. South elevation facing east in chapel. A 3-light window depicting the risen Christ with 2 Marys and 2 apostles in Mary of Sarah, Elizabeth and Anne Bathe, the 2 daughters of R.G. Bathe and his wife Jane, and installed in 1903. Look at the red pattern on the edge of the arches. Quite a nice touch. Painted on, of course. And there seems to be a very old artefact embedded in the wall here from an earlier time. And there are a few pews remaining. Though they look quite modern, really. If you step into the chancel, the view from the pulpit. I'll have to say that this is probably one of my favourite churches in the locality, not least because it has toilets here as well, which are quite modern, which is very handy travelling around. So thank you for joining me on this journey, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.